Hi everyone. Oh boy, what a day. Hey, you know what? It's Thankful Thursday. I'm up $20,000. That's $20,000 that I'm donating today. Grateful, but feeling some FOMO. LEDS. During the recap, you're gonna watch me trade it a couple times. Ends up going a couple dollars a share without me. I'm just not feeling confident being super aggressive right now. I got a little shaken in the month of April, had a couple of big red days, gave back all my profit from the month of April, only to try to scrape a little bit together at the end of the month. Finished up 40 grand. So today, being up $20,000, plus the 20,000 from Monday, plus 11,000 Tuesday and 10,000 yesterday, that's almost $60,000 on the month. That means in 4 days, I've made more than I made in all of April, and it's been because I've been walking away early, having discipline. Now, it may mean I'm missing the glory of a couple of Grand Slam home run trades on RHE or LEDS, and while you could say I have a cushion enough on the year that why not step up to the plate, I'm just feeling a little unsure. I just don't have the same confidence that I had a couple months ago. The market has cooled off a little bit. We are seeing some moves, but they happen real quick and then they kind of fade and it's choppy, and or they're in the late morning, and I don't know, I'm just not quite dialed in, but I'll get there. And in any case, I want to be grateful for what I've got right there. That's green. That's a green day. Stop chasing the big winner and be grateful for the green. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you guys enjoy the recap. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. As a reminder, as always, trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money. I'm sure there's people that will trade LEDS all day long and will find themselves on the red side of the trades. It might look easy because it's gone straight up. It's not easy. I left a lot on the table, and it's at the high right now, over $12. So probably go higher than that, but you know, again, you've got to just have that discipline. This is the hardest part of trading. Do I keep trading? Do I stop? Walk away early. Walk away early. That's what seems to work for me. So I'd rather have FOMO that something went further than give into FOMO, buy it at the high, and then give back half my day feeling like an idiot for getting in that high. That's what it's not worth, right? It's just not worth it. So anyways, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoy the recap, and I will see you first thing tomorrow morning. All right, everyone. So I'm going to do my recap here, finishing the morning up $17,112.12. Green on 4 out of the 5 stocks I traded. No single big winner today. It was actually sort of interesting because it was very sporadic today. We had a couple stocks on the gap scanner, ALF, which I made 2,000 on, NMRD, which I'm up 5,400 on. And is there a couple stocks on the gap scanner? LEDS was not on the gap scanner. This is not one I was watching as a gapper, but it has been strong. And it's been strange because if you look at this 1 minute chart, right, and look at it, it's coming back up again. It's this thing, the high is 74. I would leave an order at 75 just in case it breaks. This thing, I'm going to take the trade there for the breakthrough 75. This thing just keeps squeezing out short sellers. So let's look for the add through 68, 69, adding there, 68, looking for the breakthrough 75 and a squeeze up to $9. This type of action is what we're seeing right now, which is impressive momentum. So LEDS is up 55%. I'm holding it right now, looking for the breakthrough the high there of 74. And then a squeeze up into the 80s. We'll see if we get that test of $9. That would be the sort of back of mind target on this. Tap of the high, pull back, then a break through 66, 67 for the squeeze through 75, 76. LEDS surprised me earlier because it dropped and then it ripped right back up. I mean, it really screamed right back up all the way to this 822 level into a halt. It opened and squeezed higher. So right now, I can't help but think about RHE yesterday, how strong that one was, and whether or not we are going to see some more strength on this one here today. So I just added it 850, sort of buying as this is doing a 1 minute pullback right there. Then I look for the break of 865, 875, and then that continuation up towards 9. Right now we've got 15 million shares of volume on LEDS, 46 by 50, up 54%. So there's 57. What we want to see, the high of this candle is 66. So what we would want to see ultimately would be a break through 66, 67, and then 74. So there's 67, there's 71. I size down into that move, reducing my risk, and then I hold the rest with a stop about 5-10 cents below break even. So, this is a little bit later in the morning, so it's not a huge win, but it puts me up just under 18,000, which in any case is still pretty decent. I'll take the rest off the table at 60. The high there of 74 didn't break, so the new order goes at 75. Although I'm going to do a dip trade there long at 36. So just bought that dip in at 36, now looking for the pop back up through 850. Once these start to give this kind of price action, these dips can work really well. So I'm in at 36. I took half off the table there at 48. That's 10 cents on the dip. That crosses me through 18,000 on the day. And I'll take the rest off there at 50. So dip trades, as you guys know, have been a pretty big part of my strategy in the last year. It gives me sometimes the opportunity to have a good average on a pullback and then add into the move up here at the highs. So orders back at 75, adding there at 68, giving another try for the breakthrough 75. Looking for that flat top. There we go. There's 80. There's some volume. Nice. New order goes at $9. So sometimes, the first try doesn't work and then they go. Now watching, will I get a dip and then a breakthrough 9, adding at 89 right there, 6,000 shares for the squeeze through $9. Halt level is 934. And again, because of the momentum that we had on RHE, I'm thinking that this one is going to kind of continue going, but we'll see. Watching right now, holding at 83, looking for an add and a breakthrough 9. Added again at 89 right there. There's 99. Next order will be at 901 for an add for the breakthrough the whole dollar. Added right there. We look for that acceleration as we approach these whole dollars, and then that quick snap as we break through it. 944 is the current halt level. There's an 18,000 share buyer at 90 on the bid. There's 97 on the ask, 98, 99. Sellers there, we're looking for it to get bought up. There's 20 on the ask, looking for 19, then 18, 17, 16, 15, and there's the break. And that puts me up over 20,000 on the day. It's up 63%. Now pulls back to 90, 85. I could dip trade this. However, there's a little bit of risk with doing dip trades after it does a false break of a whole dollar, because it's going to inherently have a little bit of a struggle to get back over the whole dollar. So I probably won't dip trade that for a second. I'll just let it pull back. This entry in here felt a little bit better for a possible dip because we still had the 5-minute setup and a longer 1-minute setup. This one's not quite as safe. It may still go higher. I like it, but at the same time, it's 10:30. It's important to take profit off the table. It's important not to overstay your welcome. Am I leaving money on the table right now? Maybe I am, but $20,000 is my daily goal. That's my daily goal. I just hit it. I hit it on Monday. I came up shy on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm hitting it again today. So that puts me up, 20, 40, 60,000 on the month, and it's May 6th. I can't complain about that. Obviously, my results are not typical, but I have to be grateful for what I've got. Now, the high is 912. Typically, if this pops right back up and breaks back through 9, I would expect a move through 912 up to 915, 925, but the volume is declining a little bit on the 1-minute chart as it's going higher, so traders may be getting a little more cautious, seeing some of those bigger buyers and sellers maybe throwing some people off, so maybe, I don't know. There's 905, there's 8, there's 7, 10, and it's holding at 910, so there's a seller there at 910 holding it back. You may have short sellers who are saying, no, this thing is up on no news. I'm not going to cover this here. I'll add, right? So, you may start to get some of that more emotional stuff, but then if it does break, that's where you get those quick pops, which are market orders covering shorts. But it's got a big seller there at 10, and one of the risks is these false breakouts where it breaks by like 5 cents and then flushes 30 cents or 40 cents. So it's better when they start getting higher like this to try to get dips. But see how that popped right there? That was a pop up to 30, 29. Now, would you have been able to lock it up? It was a very quick pop, and now we're back at 910 on the bid. So I don't know. The high was 929, but it's a topping tail on the 10-second chart. So it's a quick pop, 20 cents through that level, then a dip back down. But and there's 930, but clearly there's 940. This is showing strength. So it feels like, it may not be the time quite yet to walk away, but, I just would pose that question of when is enough enough and the risk of giving back profit. If I got in here at 950, and then, I don't know, there's 950, there's 953. So sometimes they will continue without you. Halt level is at 982. There's 966. I don't think that it is going to go into a halt here. I think that would be a little extended, but we'll see. 62 by 70. If you were short, you'd probably be feeling fairly nervous here, right? So now halt level has moved up to 996. This is where you start to get into that more parabolic price action where it's going, look at that. From 920, that's just like straight up. But of course, that's a reminder that can't really buy it right here. It'd be too extended. Short sellers might cover here. Now that's a false halt. It dips down. The new halt level has moved up to 1012. Being able to see the halt levels, this is, of course, part of having the right tools to trade. That could very easily be our top. That could be our high a day, and it could fade from here. That could have been capitulation. It was high a day volume on the 1-minute chart. It squeezed up almost $1 a share in 2 minutes, and now it's pulled back 40, 50 cents. Some people would buy this dip right down here in the 60s. Stop would be about 49.50, looking for the curl back through 10. If it did break through 10, it would show that it's not ready to stop yet, so short sellers are going to continue to get squeezed. But if it breaks 950, then it starts to probably look like it's going to fade a little bit more. This 10-second chart shows a possible entry in the 80s there. The stop is still about 50. The 1-minute chart showing a possible breakout at 10. But again, there's risk of it being a false breakout, just given how high and extended this is. People that would buy it up here would be needing to either have it be a winner quick or cut the loss. So as soon as a short seller sees that it's not looking like a winner, they might try to get on short for the breakdown. So the top was 96 because it was the halt level, and then it did a false halt and dropped. So 68, 72, so it's dipping down again. This is a pattern that often makes me very nervous. It's an extended, kind of high-flying 1-minute pullback, and anyone who's buying here for the breakthrough 10 is going to be kind of panic selling if it starts to break down, right? Because you're in too high. The 5-minute clearly extended. So nice to see this action up 78%. And, I feel like for me, given how aggressively I trade at times, this is the type of stock that if it does rip up to 15 or 20, I could potentially be up $50,000 today. On the other hand, it's important to be grateful for what you have. I didn't have a great month last month. I finished up 40,000, but that was versus like 300,000 in the month of March. So, it's definitely a time for me to be a little cautious. and try to build a nice green stretch here without screwing stuff up. Chasing late morning moves can sometimes be where you make mistakes. It's very tempting, and the FOMO of seeing this continuing without me is real. You know, just squeeze there to 1043. Could I have traded it? Yes. I chose not to. It's tough. It's really tough. But any trade I take carries risk. And at this point, being up just over 20,000, having just crossed my daily goal, I'm a little afraid of taking risk. I don't feel that I have a huge cushion. I'm glad to see it going up, but I gotta take the money off the table, take the profit. See, look at that false halt, and it immediately drops. Not that it drops that much. I mean, it's down at 33, but if it breaks 33, then you might start to get some I don't know, 69, 70. No doubt you're getting a short squeeze. Squeezing out some early short sellers. All the way up there towards 1085. So good work for those of you guys that made some money on it. I guarantee you there will be people that trade this all day and will not make money on it. They'll be in the red. So if you got green, it's important to be grateful. It wouldn't be impossible for me by any means to lose $15,000 on this. I could take a trade of 10,000 shares or 15,000 shares up here, have a flash down and lose 15 grand just like that, and be sitting here really regretting getting drawn back in. So any one of you who are green, you've done well. If you're red, well, maybe go back and study your trades. Getting in up here to try to get back to green is going to be probably one of the highest risk entries of the day given how extended it is. So anyways, that's it for me. Good luck if you keep trading, and I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning.
I hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.